Well, hello, Michael here, looking at Meditations on Manhood, 100 Devotions from Charles Spurgeon, at a section titled God Allots, and he uses a verse from Psalms 47 verse 4 that reads, He shall choose an inheritance for us. That verse again from Psalms 47:4. He shall choose our inheritance for us. And he pens, I will ask any sensible man whether there have been certain times in his life when he could most distinctly see that indeed God did choose his inheritance for him. You are a young man. You are asked, what will be your pursuit? You choose such and such a thing. You are about to be apprenticed to that particular trade. A misfortune happens. It cannot be done. Without your consent or will, you are placed in another position. Take another case. You had established a house of business. Suddenly there came a crushing misfortune which you no more could avoid than an ant could stop an avalanche. You were driven from your business, and now you occupy your present position because there was nothing else to which you could betake yourself. Was not that the hand of God? You cannot trace it to yourself. You were positively compelled to change your plans. You were driven to it. I do not know whether all of you can go there with me, but I think you must in some instance or other be forced to see that God has indeed ordained your inheritance for you. If you cannot, I can. I can see 1,000 chances, as men would call them, all working together like wheels in a great piece of machinery to fix me just where I am. And I can look back to 100 places where, if one of those little wheels had run awry, if one of those little atoms in the great whirlpool of my existence had started aside, I might have been anywhere but here, occupying a very different position. If you cannot say this, I know I can with emphasis, and can trace God's hand back to the period of my birth, through every step I have taken. I can feel that indeed God has allotted my inheritance to me.